Hi everyone, week 5 is now complete and here's how it went. Straight back into it again today, back in the clinic for week number 5 of treatment. Started off the day with iCoon, still my least favourite treatment, but it works, so that's a win. So did the iCoon, then went down for UFO, infrared sauna and water balance, then had my 10 pass, which was actually 15 pass. My veins were very thankful for the Easter break to keep them going and give them a bit of rest. Still very sluggish today. It took 2 hours instead of 1, but survived to the end, so that's good. And then had my 3 IVs and IV laser, and again the vein survived, so very happy with that. I am very tired this afternoon, which 15 pass always does to me. Plus I'm on colonic prep again today. So going to have an afternoon nap this afternoon, ready for tomorrow. Long day today. Not so much in terms of number of procedures, but the length of procedures went on for quite a while. I started off with colon hydrotherapy and still amazed that after 2 years of suffering with symptoms gastrointestinal wise, that in just a few short weeks here, they've managed to fix everything and sustained it now for 3 weeks. It is such a big lifestyle change for me, not having to deal with those symptoms, and today's procedure showed that everything's still working good, which is fantastic. Then I had UFO, physiotherapy, and then went for my IVs, had my 3 IVs and the ozone bags on my legs, and then went for iCoon. Day to day with iCoon, my pain levels vary. Today was fine, and I think it has a lot to do with what my heart rate is doing on the day, circulation, autonomic nervous system, all that stuff combined, and how much pain I'm in on the day, because it's always worse on days when I'm in more pain. But ended up getting through all that and ready to rest this afternoon because I'm home a lot later than I normally would be, and ready for just the half day tomorrow. I do love that Cyprus closes at lunchtime on Thursdays and Saturdays because it gives me a bit of a break in between busy days. I've been asked a few questions about accessibility at the clinic, so I thought today I would give you a little bit of a tour. So the main access to the clinic has a ramp and it's very easy to get in and out. Other than if the door is shut, if you're in a wheelchair, you possibly may need somebody to help you open the door because it's quite heavy. But otherwise, most days they leave the door open so you can get through easily. You walk through the corridor and then into the lift, and the lift takes you up to the 2nd floor, which is where the main reception is located. Most of the treatments are on the 2nd floor, and there is ramps that take you up the side into each area of the clinic. So on the 2nd floor, the physio is to the left, and that's got the rehab section, the UFO, the TENS machines and all the other machines. Then to the right on the 2nd floor is the blood department. There's a massive room where they do most of the IVs, but I don't have my IVs in there because I have ozone bags on my legs. So I go into one of the 2 smaller rooms and they do the IVs and the ozone bags at the same time. Then to the side of that room, there is the 10 pass room where you go to have that procedure done. Up on the 3rd floor is where there's the infrared sauna, where you go for colonic hydrotherapy, where you have water balance and all those kind of treatments. Then the 4th floor is where the iCoon is located. That's a separate doctor runs that clinic. Generally, every day I'm pretty much on every floor. So I spend a lot of time just going up and down the lift. Once you get the hang of the orientation of the clinic, it's really easy to find your way around, and everything's very sterile and clean, so no issues with that at all. Today I started off my day with the 3 IVs and ozone bags on my legs. Then I had UFO and infrared sauna. So much easier day today because it's Thursday, so only half a day of treatment. Almost done for the week. Today I started off with UFO, then had water balance and went up for infrared sauna. And I realized I haven't shown you what the infrared sauna looks like. So this is what it looks like. And I normally lay in there for around 30 minutes. The sauna helps detox my body and get some of the toxins out. Then I go for a shower after that. And then today I went down for 15 pass. They're still getting lots of toxins out of my body. And it's quite amazing when you consider I go through 3 or 4 containers every time I have the treatment. And they're pulling out a substantial amount of toxins each time. I'm having around 18 treatments of this while I'm here. So that's an awful lot of containers of toxins that have been removed from my body while I've been here. After that, I have my 3 IVs and then finished off the day with physiotherapy. Finding I'm not quite as tired this week. I don't know if that's something that's going to stay, but hopefully it will. But starting to feel a little more human, and the herxing has definitely died down now. Easy day of treatment today. Just UFO, my 3 IVs, ozone bags on my legs, and then autohemotherapy, and done. I've been asked by a few people, am I cured yet? And the answer to that is no. This for me was never about a cure. I've had these illnesses for 20 years. They are ingrained into my system. I'm very late stage. A lot of the damage that has been done is irreversible due to my delay in diagnosis and treatment. What my aims were coming here were firstly to halt deterioration, because I've been deteriorating for a long time, and I credit my doctor back in Perth for actually keeping me alive. The second goal was to improve the gastrointestinal system because I was starting to show symptoms there as well, and we were worried that was going to end up in major complications. And the third was potentially to have some kind of improvement. And we're 5 weeks in and we've achieved that. I've had no deterioration since I started treatment. Gastrointestinal system is working amazingly. Despite my first examination here, them being shocked and finding paralysis in the intestines and all kinds of stuff, we seem to have fixed all those symptoms now, and I'm seeing small improvements, so that's a win. Before I came, somebody asked me what I would do to fix the problem of Lyme disease in Australia and how I would approach it. And at the time, I didn't really have clear-cut ideas. And I didn't have clear-cut ideas going into the Senate inquiry either. From being here, though, and asking lots of questions, putting my researcher hat on, I have come up with some ideas for how I would approach it. And I'll talk about that a bit more in a future video. But it's a very simple, common sense approach to a problem based on what I've seen here, my research backgrounds. A lot of people don't know I had a background in research, and my experience as a patient, as well as running programs over the years that target common sense approaches to difficult problems. So have come up with some ideas that I'm formulating in my head as we go. So another week done and 2 more to go.